Remember Hydro Thunder on the PlayStation, Dreamcast and N64? Doesn't matter. All you need to know going into Hydro Thunder Hurricane is that there's a good chance you're going to lose hours of your life trying to leapfrog friends on its leaderboards.
The long way down.
Enjoyable multiplayer options support up to 4 players locally and up to 8 online, but where this fast-paced boat racer really shines is in single-player events where you're regularly made aware of how your performance compares to that of your closest friend or rival. Other than keeping an eye on how you're doing in relation to friends, much of your time in Hydro Thunder Hurricane is spent figuring out where your next boost is going to come from. All of the 10 vessels that you gain access to can accelerate to speeds far in excess of their usual maximums using a finite supply of nitrous, and how you replenish that supply depends on which mode you're playing. In race mode events that start you at the back of a pack of 16 boats, canisters of nitrous are found floating in mid-air all over the place and can be collected simply by driving through them. Blue canisters replenish only a modest amount, but they require very little effort to collect. Orange canisters completely fill your boost meter, are less common, but more often than not they require you to deviate from the most obvious racing line to grab them. In the excellent Ringmaster events, on the other hand, you earn nitrous by passing through rings that are arranged in such a way that you have to take very specific routes around the courses, often taking shortcuts that you might otherwise never have found. Failing to pass through a ring instantly depletes your nitrous supply and adds 1, 2, or 3 seconds to your time depending on the difficulty level. So expect to use the restart option a good deal as you memorize the ring's positions through trial and error. Ringmaster events can be pretty frustrating the first couple of times you play them, but as you learn the layouts it's incredibly satisfying to complete them, and ultimately you won't be worrying about whether you hit rings or not, but about whether you're hitting them on the quickest possible racing line in order to advance your position on the leaderboards. If you prefer a real-time competition to leaderboards, Hydro Thunder Hurricane still has you covered. 4 of you playing split screen can compete against 4 AI racers or 4 other players online. And there's also a fun team-based mode called Rubber Ducky. In this mode, players divide into 2 teams and 1 player from each team takes the controls of a huge rubber duck. The winning team is the one that gets its duck across the finish line first, by any means necessary. Regardless of which mode you're playing, the futuristic looking boats at your disposal are more than up to the job at hand. In keeping with their various ratings for acceleration, top speed, handling and air control, all of the boats feel a little bit different, but not so much so that it's ever difficult to climb out of one and into another. It's a little odd that you have a jump button, but you can't control your boat's pitch, either on the water or in the air, but this really isn't a big deal. Hydro Thunder Hurricane's boat and mode selections are good, but it's the courses that really steal the show. There are only 8 of them, but they're so incredibly varied and fun to explore that you're unlikely to tire of racing them over and over again. 1 minute, you're racing through the sewers of Paris with a police boat on your tail. The next, you're trying to navigate a big wave caused by a dinosaur on a tropical island in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. All of the courses feature numerous shortcuts. Some of them are obvious and easy to use. Others are difficult to find and challenging to take even after you discover them. Each course also features 10 hidden packages to find, which gives you another incentive to search around for those shortcuts. Everything Hydro Thunder Hurricane does, it does well. You'll definitely get the most out of the game if you have friends who are playing the game as well, but even if you're playing solo, there's more than enough great content here to keep you entertained for weeks.